We cutting loops.
All right, you're in the right place. You are in the right place. New listeners, welcome back. We're tracking it every week. We see you. You're coming back. You're coming back because we're handing out free money. Okay, it's disagree with me or don't, baby. That's DWMOD. Some of you new listeners wonder what the heck is DWMOD. Stands for disagree with me or don't. And I don't think any of you are disagreeing with all the money we've been handing you because you're back. Let me play the song, man. God damn.
Wanna bet?
Cash money.
It's time for another episode of Alright Bet.
Wanna bet?
No! God, please, no! No!
Tease it. Tease it.
Want a chicken dinner?
I'd buy that for $1.
Andy, say Clair, the Swami from last week, my friend.
We did.
Swami, you were.
I nailed a few.
Oh, you nailed a few. We're going to get to it, man. If people were putting down what you were laying down last week, buddy, they had some money coming in, especially on those dogs. I'm telling you, man, you had a good weekend, huh?
All right. You know, it's better. You know, my big six picks weren't great, but at least over here, we're surviving.
Yeah, I wasn't going to bring that up. I was going to give you kudos on the big six picks. A really good weekend on the over-unders, +4. I mean, that's one of the better weekends of the whole tournament so far is the +4. That's a good weekend on the plus-minus.
Buddy, I'll take it. Maybe I got to move more to college, stay out of the pros.
Could be. Well, listen, I don't think either one of us needs to move anywhere, man. You guys are back. You know the deal. Last week, Andy, we handed out 36 NCAA games. We went 27-9. 27-9. That's pretty good money for everybody. Some of those money line dogs, which we're going to get to. In the NFL, 22 picks, 13-9. You're above water there. Depends on how you were making your parlays there.
Yeah.
You know, 13-9. But on the season so far, NCAA football every single week, 225 wins, 94 losses, 1 push. And for the NFL so far, 144 wins, 63 losses. I think we're doing all right.
Yeah, 2-1. You're 1 and 2 out of every 3 bets. That's pretty good.
Yeah, baby. Come on, man. Now, if you guys are playing it smart, like we tell you, listen, 2-3 team parlays is where we want to stay. You want to fool around with some 4 and 5s, that's cool. But if you're mad at us because you're losing your 6 and 7 team parlays, don't inbox me.
Right.
Don't at me. You know what I mean? Like, that's on you. You're getting greedy. Yeah. Hit 2 3-teamers is almost the same as hitting a 6-teamer, yeah?
Yeah. You just the more teams, the more chances for loss.
Yeah. Why do you think they're pushing you to take like a 10-point teaser and then you got to play 12 teams? Why do you think they're giving you 10 points, guys? Because you got to play 12 teams and it ain't going to happen. You know, so keep chasing that dog if you want to. But,
sorry, man. You know, the money is what's the odds get higher. You're like, I got this.
Yeah.
And then you don't. And then you don't.
And then you don't. Andy, I played a bet the other night. I played a bet the other night where I was so mad at myself and the big six picks and everything we did. I was on that Eagles Green Bay under, right?
Yeah.
So the Monday Night Football game, I played the Eagles to win. Okay. And I played 5 NBA games, 5 NBA games just to win. All 5 NBA games came in. And to top off that little parlay for some fun, like I said, guys, for some fun on a Monday night, because my weekend was over, I put $5 on it. It was going to hit pretty good. Let me add the over under in the Monday Night Football game. And I didn't bother to grab my papers and look. I go, I think I was on the over.
Oh, no.
Picked the over, looked over all my papers, and I was like, I was on under on everything. Laziness cost me about $112.
Yeah, that's a tough one. Because that under was coming pretty much as soon as kickoff happened.
Oh, just laziness. I had to walk across the room to look at my notes, and I just was like, I think I was probably on the over. They'll both get to 20. No.
Right, no.
No. God damn it. Did you have any action last night? Maction action?
No, I've kind of stayed away from the action this year. I haven't put much time into it, so I've stayed away.
Maction has been good to me. Hit another one last night. I wish we would have been able to get the show out earlier this week, but we weren't because of schedules. That's just how it is. But Toledo was one of my big ones of the week I was going to hand out. I was like, I love Toledo. Everybody's Miami trying to get to the championship. I was like, no, sir. 3 points here at Toledo. You get it to 2.5. I was on Toledo. I was on CMU. That bad boy came in. Nice. You know?
Yeah, I love the Central Michigan. I'm all
Chippewas.
Yeah, I just didn't. Maction. I said I'm just taking a Tuesday, Wednesday break.
Okay.
So,
All right. All right. Well, Chippewas, they got to your 6 wins that you put in on the season. So cash that ticket, buddy. They got bowl eligible last night, got to 6 wins. 5.5 was the over under at the beginning of the season. They got there, and they're not out of it for the MAC championship yet. So
no, they're hanging in. They're a tough team. They're not. They're a little Jekyll and Hyde, but when it's good, it's good.
yeah. Your boy Drink last night. I was watching the game, and like it's early in the fourth quarter. You're up 11. Okay, you got the ball inside your own 20. First down, he throws a pass, and this guy throws a little out and throws a pick right away. And I'm going, what are you doing? You're running a ball down her throat. You're up 11. What are you doing?
Right? Yeah. Right. We don't throw it. Also, we
gave
run
him the ball at the 20. Andy, I was like,
I think he learned his lesson, and he was like, you know what? We're just going to pound the rock the rest of the year.
He might not have, because sometimes when you get bailed out, you think, oh, that worked out. Like the next play, Central strips it, balls out, guy picks it up, goes 80 for a tutty.
Yeah. Well, see, he knew he knew he knew he was going to get a touchdown on one of the next 2 plays.
He took to the presser and was like, hey, trust the defense, man. Trust the defense. Stop it. You were like, oops, that's bad.
Right.
That's a bad move, man. Well, anyway, let's take Moneyline Dogs last week. This is where you shined quite a bit, my friend. You shined. Now, I'm going to tell you, we pet 8 dogs last week. We kept it kind of simple between NCAA and NFL. We kept it at 8 dogs. How do you think we did? Ricky Gervais, Sarah McLaughlin.
Sounds like Ricky.
Oh, baby. This is a good Ricky happy dog here, because 4-4, 4-4, baby. Moneyline Dogs 4-4. You are up. Some good money, because some of them came in. Now listen, Andy gave you Kentucky to win. They did it. Gave you UConn to pull it off. They did it. Told you the Jets were going to beat the Browns. They did it. Buddy, the only one I contributed was the Eagles. And that was a 1 point. Okay. You know what I mean? But my God, my buddy, 3 Moneyline Dogs. I hope you cashed on them.
Those are all great. I was on all of them. I was on UConn. I was on Kentucky. Kentucky won by 30. I think it was a Stoop spot 101. I'm like, we're taking Stoops.
Yeah, it was great. Now, I love to do this too, because of the 4 we lost, and let me tell you this right now. Iowa goes down on a buzzer beater after their 2-point conversion is overturned after it's given to them. It's taken away, and they lose on a buzzer beater field goal.
Yeah.
Okay. And Arkansas State covers, but doesn't pull off the upset against Southern Miss. Against Southern Miss. So we had 2 that were close again, like every week.
Yeah. What was the score of that Arkansas State game, Southern Miss?
They ended up winning by 6. Southern Miss won by 6.
The spread was like 3.5, 4.5?
6.5.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah. So it closed out at 6.5. But I'll tell you this, both of those games I mentioned, let's just jump right on the head-to-head. There you go. That's us on the stoop right there. Spanky and Alfalfa. Now, I let you talk me into it again. I let you talk me into a doubleheader again. You got me. We went Jets-Browns. Andy was on Jets. He picked up that W. And we went with the Arkansas State and Southern Miss, and you gave me the points. But when we made the bet, out of honesty, that spread was at 4.5.
Right.
Game time was 6.5. So you take that one as well. That pushes us to 7-6 now.
I'm in it now.
We have closed the gap. No more doubleheaders. Doubleheaders until I need them.
Yeah. All right. We just doubleheader this week, and you go up 3 or I go up 1.
We may. We'll have to see where they land. Well, anyways, man, this week's winners brought to you by the Joyview Meats Market.
It's brought to you by the Joyview Meats Market. Don't go to the grocery store for those price gouge packaged proteins. That's not even a whole pound. Do yourself a favor and head over to Joyview Meats Market. This family's been serving the community since 1969. And they're serving the best cuts of beef, pork, and poultry. Not to mention the best fresh ground Polish kielbasa you'll find anywhere in Detroit. Smoked or fresh. That's the Joyview Meat Market right on Joy Road and Telegraph. Support the neighborhood and tell them Gordon sent you.
Oh, Gordo, baby. He loves himself some kielbasa and I think a couple of scotches in that
Oh,
commercial there.
sure. Yeah, of course. That's what you want to wash your scotch down with as a kielbasa.
Oh, he's ready to do that spot. And he was like, just one more little one, and then we'll do it.
Well, sure. That's how you want
He
to do it.
loves it. All right, then we hit the music, baby. There we go. Hey, last week we handed you out Houston, USC over. UGA won the game. SMU, Iowa, Vandy, San Diego State. Andy gave you that UConn, and he also gave you that Washington, Wisconsin under. That one came in big as well. West Virginia and A&M for teasers in college football. We gave you also that Washington, Wisconsin under. We gave you the Houston game, USC, JMU, SMU, Vandy, Kennesaw, Bama, Notre Dame, San Diego State, that USC Northwestern under. We gave you Indiana, PSU over. We gave you that one. We've been playing Indiana over every week. Kentucky, and those were the college games. Now in the pros, we gave you the Colts, the Ravens. Andy gave you the Jets, the Eagles, Lions, Texans. Also gave you that one, Andy did. And the New York Giants, we both were on. I was accidentally on. Teasers for the NFL, the Colts, the Broncos, the Lions, the Eagles, the Rams, and the Pats all came in. And that's a laundry list of winners we handed out.
That's pretty good. The only bet I was on that I wished I once Sunday, because we tape on a Wednesday or Thursday, is I was starting to like the Pats a lot more by Sunday, but it was a little late. It was a little deep onto the Bucks. Same with the Eagles. I switched over to the Eagles on Sunday, but I was a little on this one. I was too deep on the Packers. So
yeah, too deep.
It was good. And I had the Eagles money line. I had the Eagles teased and like 500 things, so it was good.
Yeah, I mean that thing just reeked to me of like that's going to happen. But we got the Eagles Lions this weekend. We'll get into a little bit of that. Now, last week on the show, we already covered the head-to-head. You got me. Last week on the show, we had Khalil White on the show for the Big Six Picks. If you guys missed that, over on DWMOD's regular broadcast, we do the Big Six Picks every week, brought to you by the official beer choice of DWMOD podcast, Old English 800. Comedian Khalil White was on the show. He went 4-2. I tied him for 4-2, so we were not embarrassed. We're holding our own now here. You guys got to tune into that because, baby, the Big Six Picks is where we're giving you the best 6 games of the week. Go on over there. This week we got made.
What did I go on Big Six Picks? I didn't hear you say. I'm sure it was like 4-2, 5-1.
Hey, buddy, you want me to say this out loud on the air? That's the first time in the history of the show that anyone, we would hope it would be the guest, but the host went 0-6, buddy.
Hey, you got to hit rock bottom to climb out, baby. You got to hit rock bottom.
Man, that was but like I said, +4 on the over/under. Let's look at the silver linings there.
Well, I want to get that higher, so when I make my push here, in the Big Six Pick.
Well, so you make a better comeback for drama. That makes for good radio. It makes for good radio and television. I like it. Smart move. All right, well, let's jump into some games. Gabe McAteer with us over there on the Big Six Picks that week, guys. So if you're looking for the Notre Dame pick game, Oklahoma, Bama, Texas, or UGA. Those are going to be on the Big Six Picks for college football. And for the NFL, we got the Bears and the Vikings, the big game between the Chiefs and the Broncos, and the biggest game probably of the season as the Seahawks-Ram game is huge. Those are all over on the Big Six Picks. Andy, let's get to some college football games we like this week, my man. Okay. First one off the top of your head, who do you like?
I'm looking at my list here. But boy, I like a lot. I like Memphis against ECU. I like at the +3. I just think Memphis is a team that is probably when the lights are a little bright, it's not for them. And I thought the lights were a little bright. I think they're a really good football team, but I think they're better than East Carolina. And you're going to give me 2.5, 3 points. I'll take that all day.
Yeah, we'll take that all day. And buddy, you can go ahead and put that on my list because it's on my list for Moneyline Dogs this week. I'm going to be on Memphis Moneyline Dog. Yeah, there we go. We're both on that one. I love it. Memphis Moneyline Dog. Put it in the books. I got all over my sheet here because I thought we were going to record earlier. I got Toledo. Love it. That already came in. We talked about it. CMU as well came in. Already talked about it. Here's a game that I like this weekend. I'm rocking my Sunbelt gear. I'm dialed in on the Sunbelt a little bit. Last week was on that Arkansas State upset. Didn't quite happen, but it was a good ball game. Guys, this weekend, Troy is traveling to ODU. And I'm telling you, ODU is looking past them. And they've had some spots this season where they have not showed up. And this spread is at 11. We will for sure be taking Troy on the teaser. Troy is not out of it for the Sun Belt yet. If they can pull this game off, they could still get to the Sun Belt championship game. They're a good football team. Buddy, I'm going to be on Troy plus the 11 all day and the teaser.
All right, it doesn't make my list, but I'm interested in it. I like the plus 11. You have my interest at plus 11.
Yeah, Troy is not a bad football team, and I think this is like we talked about on this show before. A lot of the times with like the Sun Belt, the MAC, I think a lot of these odds are just made really quickly, just looking at numbers of who these teams are. And in these lower conferences like that, you got to look at how they're playing in the moment. They don't have rosters where like that's who they are. Like you look at Georgia's numbers, and it's like that's who they are. A lot of these teams, you got to catch them when they're up because they get down and up a lot. You know,
Right.
I think Troy's playing well right now. I'm going to be on Troy plus the 11.
Okay. I mean, I'll put it on my list of teams to look at for sure. I wasn't tracking on them. I like USC this week against Iowa. Iowa at home is a different animal to me. Iowa traveling, I just don't think they can keep up with USC. I think even on USC's worst day, they're going to score 21 to 28 points, and then that's a bad day. A good day they're going to probably drop 40s. So, are you telling me Iowa can get to 20? Like, I don't think so. So, I think for Iowa to win that game, they're going to need like some turnovers and that sort of thing. And I just think USC eventually kind of grinds it out on them. So I like this minus 6.5.
Yeah, I'm in at USC minus 6.5. Made my list as well. I love that one. USC at home. Also playing by our rules. We just saw Iowa on the big stage last week play really, really well. By all means, had that game won against Oregon. So we're gonna fade them. We're gonna fade them this week on a trip out to the Rose Bowl. The Coliseum. The Coliseum they're playing.
Coliseum, and also USC's got a tough. They can still get into the playoffs. So they're going to be locked in. They're going to be locked.
Yeah. They're going to be locked in. They're going to be ready to go. King Miller going to have a day. Let's do it, baby. I love this spot for Louisville. I kind of don't understand the spread. Like, why? Because Clemson showed up last week and beat a bad team finally. You know what I mean? Like, Clemson's not good. This is Louisville at home. Louisville very much still alive for everything they can play for this season. A playoff spot, maybe a spot in the championship game. Like, they're still alive in all of that. Listen, man. Give me Miller Moss, former Trojan, and Louisville laying the 3 to Clemson. I'll buy the 0.5 point. I'll lay the 2.5. I'm on it.
Yeah, I like Louisville too. I just think the issue is that, you don't know which Louisville team's going to show up, right? Like last week they dumped it to Cal, and Cal's fine, but Cal's not that good. No. Cal's 6-3, whatever. I mean, they're fine. Like, but so I think it depends which Louisville team shows up. But I think Louisville at home on a Friday night, field goal or less dog, like those teams are super hard for me to get away from. So like as soon as I saw them, I was like, under a field goal or under, like I'm toast. So
yeah, a field goal at home is like Vegas saying like they think this game's even. I'm like, even?
Right.
Okay.
Right. So yeah. So if Louisville's on the road, I'd be a little more nervous, but I like, even though they won in Miami, but I'd like Louisville too. I like Louisville in that game.
Yeah, I'm gonna be on that. You better jump on that today too, guys, if you want to get the 2.5, because that thing's going up. I mean, the money's going to start coming in on Louisville.
Yeah, it'll come in, tomorrow probably. It's when maybe you might see 3.5.
Yeah, probably. I'm going to jump on your boys this weekend, the UConn Huskies, but you're not allowed to play this game because this is a do not bet for you Air Force game. This is a do not bet Air Force game for you, but I'm going to take the Huskies laying the 7 at home to the Air Force.
I'm going to tell you something. It is.
You're going to bet the Air Force.
Yeah. Air Force, like, to me, it's like this is the spot you bet against UConn, right? They won. They just beat one of the Power 4 schools. Everything's going their way. Everybody expects them to just roll Air Force. Not me. I may be getting back in that plane and being like Air Force at 7.5, whatever it is. Like that.
Do not bet.
That's where everything in my body tells me to go.
Andy, if you place a bet on Air Force this weekend, you have to start going to meetings. You're on do not bet. You're on the do not bet list for Air Force.
As soon as I do, you can just cash your UConn tickets because I've been off on them.
All right, put that bet down because I'm on UConn. Go ahead and do it. Here's another one from the Sun Belt. This is another spread I kind of don't understand. Odds makers looking at records, I think, and comparing numbers like points they score and rushing yards they get or something, because Marshall's had some tough, close losses. Okay. But Georgia State is one of the worst teams in the Sun Belt. And this line in Marshall, -6.5, Marshall is going to beat Georgia State by a touchdown or more. I'm all over this one. All over this one. Just last week, Marshall was kind of in a Ravens-esque situation where, like, even with a losing record, they had a shot to roll off a bunch of wins and get to the Sun Belt championship game. Now they blew it, but come on, man. This team, they're not bad. I'm going to take Marshall.
What do you have it at? The spread?
6.5.
Oh, it's now 7.5.
See what I mean? That bad boy's moving. I knew it. Jumped on it. Get on that thing.
I'll give you one, and it's a big home favorite. It's Texas A&M at 18.5. Like,
man,
there are rumors going around that sellers may enter the transfer portal for South Carolina at the end of the year or soon. And a team like Miami, might go there. So that just that tells me all I need to know about where South Carolina's at. And and if that happens, then what's going on with the coach? Is he going to go to Virginia Tech? So look, A&M. I'm kind of with Lane, who the other day was like, why isn't A&M number 2? Why is Indiana 2?
I agree.
Right? Because his point is that, look, you all say that you should play tougher teams, right? A&M went to Notre Dame and beat them. Did them no good. They're not 2. And they could have put a cupcake in there and they'd still be in the exact same spot. So I think a very good point by Lane.
Very good.
Slowly becoming the most likable coaches somehow. I don't get it. But I kind of think A&M's going to come out and put it on somebody. And I think South Carolina, I think it started with Missouri, and I think it's going to continue on here with South Carolina. So I like A&M at 18.5.
Yeah, well, I'd love them on a teaser. I'll tell you that for sure. I mean, what are we talking about? 11.5 here? I mean, let's go. Let's jump on that. All right, man, I'll put you down for that. I might consider that one. I'm not going to talk to you about Bama and Oklahoma. That's going to be over on the Big Six picks. Let me give you this one, though. I don't care who wins the game, but here's something I know about these two teams, North Carolina State and Miami. This game is going to be offense, and no defense. This thing's at 55. Give me the over 55. Tease this thing to 48. Play it twice. I think this is coming in.
Yeah. I like. It's probably a no play for me, but not yet. But because I want to see which way the number goes a little bit. But I imagine you're right. I imagine the over. Those two teams can score. Oh, Miami. They have a shot for the playoffs. So they can still do it. So.
Yeah, they're going to be trying to score, which means they could score quickly. And when they score quickly, they're going to give the ball back to NC State, which has one of the better offenses in that conference, hands down, let alone maybe the nation. Their defense is just terrible. You know what I mean?
Miami needs all the style points they can get, like Notre Dame. So
So I'm expecting a shootout here, man. Even if Miami covers, wins by 2 scores, I'm looking for the over here. I think that's going to hit. I love it. We're both on USC. We both love that one. That was next on my list. I'm going to jump back to the Sun Belt again one time here, guys, because we've been hitting money on these. That's why you guys come here. We follow these little conferences where the little nuggets of money can be found. This is a spread I don't get, Andy. Now, Southern Miss is everybody's darling at the beginning of the year. They're rolling. They're undefeated in the conference. They're beating the big boys. They're -4.5 at home to Texas State, who's like 3-7.
Yeah.
Give me Southern Miss.
It's -3.5.
It's down to 3.5 now?
Yeah.
I'm all over this. Why is this money coming in on Texas State? Did they just get somebody back or something? I don't know. Unless it's Tom Brady. Give me Southern Miss.
I was reading something. I don't remember. I'll see if I can find it real quick. I like Southern Miss. I don't know if I haven't figured out what my bet is on this game yet, but I like Southern Miss in general.
I'm jumping on this one as soon as we are done recording here. If it's at 3.5, because I'm going to get this thing at 2.5. Southern Miss at the Rock laying 2.5. Come on, man, to Texas State.
I guess most people just don't think there's much difference between the two teams. Like Southern Miss is, a little better probably, but you're going to get a field goal 4.5. Everybody missed the best of the number. It looks like at 4.5. So, I'm with you. Those sort of games kind of scare me off a little bit. Where I'm like, wait, why is this? When I think this team is much better than the other one, why is it so low?
This is the only thing I can figure. Okay, I looked at this thing. I know what's going on in the Sun Belt. Southern Miss has got 2 cupcake games in a row. They got South Alabama and Texas State, both bad teams, only 3-win teams. And then they played the season finale against Troy. Now, if Troy wins tonight, that season finale against Troy will be to go to the Sun Belt Championship game. So maybe they're thinking they're looking past these 2 scrub teams, just waiting for that Troy game. I don't know, but Texas State is not very good and not on the road.
I'll give you one that too. I'll give you the team so you're small school. I'm going to take the ULM USA under. I love the under. I like the under.
Okay. All right. ULM under. Baby, I'm going to take ULM and the points. Dogs at home. South Alabama, not very good. ULM had their trials and tribulations. A lot of guys injured. A lot of guys are back. A lot of guys are back playing this week. The defense has been holding their own. It doesn't look like it on paper when you look at those scores, guys, but I'm telling you, I'm at those games. A lot of injuries on the offensive side of the ball, causing 3-and-outs all over the place. Trust me. I'm going to be on ULM, especially on a teaser, and this under is probably not a bad call.
Yeah, it's just going to be low scoring. I'm trying to find the number here. I'm trying to I wrote down under on ULM, so that's all I'm trying to look for. I wrote it down to 50.5 or something. I'm just
here it is right here. I got this little clip from the Big Six picks. 51.5. It's 51. At 51.5. Yeah. So easy teaser on the under there for sure if you want to do that.
I like the under. I just don't see either team scoring a whole heck of a lot. What's the spread? ULM's dog?
4.5. ULM's 4.5 point dog at home. I'm going to watch that thing, see if it creeps up a little. I'll be on ULM.
Yeah. Give me the under, though. I'm on the under, baby. Under.
Yeah, ULM in a spot where if they can win their last 3 games, they could be bowl eligible and go to a bowl game. And they are playing 2 of the teams we just talked about. South Alabama, not very good. Texas State, not very good. And then they finished the season with Louisiana Lafayette, which is a big rival. They're also having a down season. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. But hey, good pick. I like that one. Let me be all over. You've been reading what's going on with Sparty. Michigan State got themselves in trouble. We talked all about it over on the Big Six picks. You can go see that, check that out. We talked all about it. So Penn State, new quarterback in, gave him some life last week. He's starting again this week. Give me Penn State laying 6.5 at an MSU team that is just dismantling right now.
Okay, I like Sparty for that exact reason. Everybody thinks it's over for Sparty. It's not the same team. That team was 3 years ago. Not even the same coach. So, the things they have to play for are in season. And I'm going to take Sparty. Just like I took them against Michigan. They covered that game. And they'll cover. They'll find a way. Because this Michigan State coach is a good coach. I like the coach. But also, he will try to keep putting up points to the absolute bitter end, regardless of the score. So, if you're going to give me 7.5 on a hook, and also, there's no world I'm taking Penn State a touchdown. This Penn State team, I don't care. There's no way. This Penn State team is quit, and it's over for them. And
I'm going to disagree with you after last week's performance. I'm going to disagree with you, and I'm just going to be on Penn State. And here's another thing to consider with Sparty. You make some good points for a little bit of a few years ago, yesteryear college football. Now in college football, Michigan State, they've got no damn wins. They got nothing going on. We're well past the Michigan game, which is a rival game. And you got a bunch of kids on a team that's under sanctions for the next 3 years. It's transfer portal time, baby. They don't care about anything.
But I think that's the same with Penn State. They played the Super Bowl. They did it. That was last week. Typically in these spots, I'm absolutely fading Penn State. So because they lost a close one. The Vegas adds that into the line, bakes it in. They stay close with who they think is one of the top 2 teams in the nation. Next week, they're over a touchdown favorite on the road. What? No way.
We might have a little head-to-head here. We might have to keep this one on the burner here for a little head-to-head. See if we need it.
You're also going to give me the hook at 7.5,
6.5. 6.5.
No. Right now, I'm looking at the live line, baby. 7.5.
This thing has moved up from there already. You see what I mean? From this morning.
Give me the hook, and
I'm giving you the 7.5.
Yeah. At that point, give me Sparty.
I'm on 6.5. Not that. We're going to skip Georgia, Texas. We're talking about that over on the Big Six Picks. That's a huge game. I'm looking forward to watching that. Give me BYU on a bounce back game, Andy. Tell me why I'm wrong. BYU minus 4.5 at home to TCU. Give me BYU on a bounce back.
I don't think we know really. Like, it's hard to say what this BYU team is, right? Like, TCU is kind of frisky. What do you have it at?
4.5.
Okay, it's down to 3.5. So
I love it.
That tells me money's coming in on TCU. The sharps are betting TCU. I don't really like BYU. I don't like the team. I just don't get the team. I don't understand how they're good. I guess that coach is good, is what I have to say.
Run heavy offense. They like to pound the rock. They got that shut down on themselves last week, and they kind of went away from it a little bit. I expect them to go back to that this week, and that's my whole logic on this thing. Is like that's the kind of team that will give fits to TCU, who likes to get moving and get rolling and get scoring. Team that can grind it out on you is trouble. They need a bounce back. At 3.5, I love it.
To me, this is one of those games where you take BYU and after in the first quarter, you're like, why did I take BYU? Because to me, it's TCU or bust for me. I'd probably stay away. But this game's going to be 27-24, 21-25. I don't know. It's going to be close. You're going to, at the end of the first quarter, you're going to wish you were on the dog. That's kind of how I feel about this game. So
okay. All right. We'll keep an eye on it.
But I don't know. I clearly, you know what I would do if anything, if you like BYU, just take the money line. Money line that parlay with that was something else you like. And BYU and Penn State, for example. If you think that's probably going to, plus 150, then you have
take it. I'll take it. I'll jump on it. I'll take it. I'll give you one more and I'll lay down another. This is like scenario time of year. You got to dive into who's got shit to play for. You know what I mean? Mountain West. Okay. In the Mountain West, huge game tomorrow night is Boise State and San Diego State. Now, I'm not going to talk to you about that game because I'm staying away from that game. Both those teams are very good. It's going to be a close spread. I'm just staying away from that game. But here's the case. If San Diego State beats Boise State tomorrow, which they could, Fresno State could find themselves in the championship game. Okay. And they don't have to play either one of those teams down the stretch. They played San Diego State and lost. They beat Boise. They have the tiebreaker on Boise. They beat them. And they've got Wyoming this week and a couple other games that aren't really going to be that tough. This one is in the Valley. Fresno is not. They're going to be sharp. They're going to be ready to beat Wyoming and stay alive in this thing. And the spread is only at 3 right now. So listen, love Fresno State Bulldogs at home in the Valley this week, laying 3 to Wyoming.
I like Wyoming. I just think Fresno State is bad. And it's a classic slip up spot where it's exactly what you said. They can go right to the title game. All they got to do is win. Okay. Yeah. That to me is it's trap city because everybody's it's so easy. Fresno State is not very good.
Fresno State at home is trouble.
I don't know. Man. I don't.
They beat the brakes off Boise State, man.
Yeah, but Boise State not very good either.
They're the cream of the crop in that conference compared to Georgia. They're not very good, but I mean, over there it's San Diego State and Boise State, and they beat their brakes off them. They can get rolling.
Yeah, maybe. I kind of Fresno's another one of those teams where I'm I don't know what's happening with Fresno State. So I wrote down Fresno State originally, and then I wrote down twice Wyoming because I just wanted the points. With Wyoming. Also, what did you have it at 4? Right,
3.
It's now down
3.
It's up to 3.5. So
okay, I'm loving that game at 3 points. I really do. I've been to a couple of games up there, and I'm just telling you, man, when it's a good game, big game there, that's a tough place to play. You all can laugh if you want and only be dialed into the SEC and the Big Ten. That's one of those small conference stadiums where when you go in to play there and they've got a decent team, you better be about your business, man. They're into it.
Well, who's the team we were just talking about before Fresno that you liked?
BYU.
Okay, so this to me is what I'm just going to suggest to you because I'm probably not betting any. Maybe I'll just follow. I don't know.
Okay.
Here's what you got. I think this is what you do. You do a Fresno State money line, a BYU money line, and then a Penn State money line. You do a 3-team money line parlay.
Okay, let's do it. I love it. Why not? Let's do it.
But there, you're going to get probably. I bet you 2 to 1 on that. I don't know, but
love
just do Fresno State and BYU. You know, do a little 2-teamer because it's both 3 to 4. It's like minus.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know, minus 170. Basically,
I love that bet.
one.
I love that bet, man. I love it.
Throw it
Listen,
out
regular spread wise, that's it for me. You got a couple on your list that you still kind of like, or what do you?
Yeah, I got a couple. I'll throw. In that Duke Virginia game, look, I don't like either team, but
Mhm.
if you're going to give me 5.5, 6 points at UVA, I'm going to take it. Mainly because UVA is, you know, every year in football and the NFL, there's just teams that are not very good, but are going to end up like, you know, in college 9-3.
Yeah.
UVA to me is that team. It's like the Bears in the NFL. Like you're like, are the Bears really any good? You're like, I don't know, man. They're 11-6. You're like, okay, I guess they're good. They just kind of find ways to sneak out these little bad games. So I'll take the 5.5 on UVA Duke. I don't know where I'm looking to see where it landed right now.
Yeah, I think it's at 4.5 when I looked this morning. So 5.5 probably by now.
Yeah. So I like that. I also like in that game, I like the under in that game. Yeah, it's 4.5. So so money's coming in on Virginia. The under's at 58.5. I had the under I first saw it as 59.5. So that tells me, you know, at least in this one instance, I'm on the right side ultimately with the sharps, which are they like Virginia and they like the under, and so that's what I'm going to do, and that's what I like as well. So I like Virginia and the under, both. In that.
You like Virginia to cover and the under.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you said you were going to take Duke in the points. Okay.
No, I'm going to take UVA. Right?
Okay.
UVA is the team I think just somehow ends up 9-3, 10-2, and we're like, wait, this team isn't very good. Why? How are they 10-2? So I like UVA. I also like the under in UVA Duke. So I think it's going to be a lower scoring game, and that's on that.
Okay. All right.
I like Arizona State at minus 10.5.
It's a tough one for me, man. That's a lot of points, man.
It is. West Virginia is not very good on the road. Like that, if this game Arizona at West Virginia, I would be like absolutely pounding West Virginia. I just don't think West Virginia travels. ASU, you know, not out of it, you know, for the race. They're very close to being out of the Big 12. I mean, they're going to need like 100 things to go their way. So anyway, I'm going to take the points. I'm going to take. I like the coach. I like Dillingham way more than I like Rod. So that's worth, you know, to me a bunch of points. And also the last 2 games, West Virginia is like they beat Colorado, they beat Houston, you know, so. But when they went to UCF, by the way, that was like only a month ago. They lost 45-13.
Yep.
Arizona State way better than UCF.
Classic Rich Rod team, man. They have the ability to get out and go and shock you, and then they have the ability to get hammered the next week. That's a DNB for me, man. I don't know, man. I don't know.
There's 3 other games that I have my eye on. One is if you get the hook at Mississippi State going to Missouri, I'm taking the hook. I'm taking the 7. Because I love Missouri. Obviously, I'm not. You know, the quarterback's young. Right? He's a freshman. This guy, he may be great in 2 years. He may be great next year. But it is what it is. I do think Missouri finds a way to win. But you know, can I envision at this moment this Missouri team winning by like 10 to 20? No, I can't. So just tells me I got to go with Mississippi State to hang in there. Maybe Missouri beats them by a touchdown or 10 or 2 touchdowns. But if it does, it's going to come at the end of the game. It's not going. Missouri's not going to get out early, and you're not going to be like putting that bet.
No way. I'm telling you right now. I heard an interesting fact the other day on the radio while I was driving around that Mississippi State is like a total of 15 or 16 points away from being like an 8-win team right now. And that's not losing close ones to, you know, Vandy or something. I mean, these are games against like Georgia, Tennessee, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, nah, Mississippi State's good, buddy. I got them on my money line dogs this week to beat Missouri.
Yeah, they got a chance. You know, again, the quarterback issues in Missouri are like it's out of control. So
they're going to have trouble scoring. And Mississippi State's got a good defense that can score points.
I mean, Missouri's going to get like, in my opinion, they're going to get to like 17, 20. Like they go. That's kind of always feels with this quarterback. You know, if it was Prabula or whatever, I'd probably take Missouri. Missouri also would be like a 11-point favorite.
Yeah.
So I think you got to lean over to Mississippi State there. Yeah. I like Eastern Michigan at -2.5 on the road at Ball State. Like
Ball State's bad.
They're bad. I just think Eastern Michigan's not. I mean, I'm not saying they're great, but they're better, I think. And you're going to give me a field goal. You're going to give me under a field goal on the road. Like, absolutely. I'll be there.
Eastern's one of the better bad teams in the MAC.
Yeah.
And Ball State's one of the bad teams in the MAC.
Yeah. Yeah. In the triangle of badness, I just think Eastern's a little above Ball State. You're going to give me under a field goal.
Badness. We need to have a game like that every week. And this week's triangle of badness. Who do you like?
What's at the top of the pyramid and what's at the
I
bottom?
love triangle of badness. I got to write that down, man.
So that's for me. The other one I just got my eye on is UNC. UNC at +6 at Wake. But Wake, I just don't think Wake can score a lot, right? Like,
they've been though. They've been.
Yeah,
that's
and
the thing.
I kind of like what Belichick's doing here a little bit.
He's been bad. Every week I've been saying the same thing, right, Andy? Every week I've been like, hey, I'm on UNC. I think they figured it out, and they've won me some bets in the last couple of weeks. This one scares me. I got to be honest.
Well, they're going to, like that, they'll hang in. And, again, similar to the Missouri-Mississippi State game where I think you're going to be in that game in the third, fourth quarter. And then whatever the fates are. But you could buy it up to a touchdown. And at that point, I'm like, give me a touchdown. Give me a touchdown, UNC.
Yeah, I hear you on that. A touchdown is a lot. UNC been playing better football. I might be in on that one with you. Hey, let's jump to the real quick through the touchdown teasers this week. College football touchdown teasers. You know the drill. I'm going to go through these rapid fire and give me a hard yes or hard no.
Okay.
All right, here we go. Michigan and Northwestern at Wrigley Field. Tease that thing down to over 36.5.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, love it.
Yeah.
All right. Wisconsin, Indiana, over 37.5. Indiana probably gets there by themselves.
That's the thing. Wisconsin just needs to score once.
Yeah. Just once, right? I'll be on that. Yeah. Let's be on that. Okay, here's one that I kind of like, and this is not giving away anything I had in the Big Six picks here, but you're going to give me Pitt plus 20 points against Notre Dame. Pitt's a pretty good football team, and Notre Dame hasn't played any in the last couple of weeks. I don't know. Listen, I'm going to roll the dice on Pitt plus 20. You know
my theory. I've been saying it ever since the last second game. It's all style points, and if you're gonna step in front of the Notre Dame train, you better be very careful. You better be very careful. I think this Pitt Narduzzi team is good enough to lose by 17. But they won't. They're gonna lose. If they're gonna lose, they're gonna lose by 30 because Notre Dame's not going to stop putting it on them. Last ranked team they play, last one.
Yeah.
This one right here.
Yeah.
So do you think Notre Dame wants to win by 17 or do you think Notre Dame wants to win by 34?
I think they want to win by 34, but I think Pitt's a pretty good football team, and I think they want to win this game too, and it's a home game for Pitt.
I'm just saying, like that to me is the scariest thing about that.
Okay. All right. That's one of those ones that I feel I'm going to roll the dice on this week. Let's get this one. K-State minus 12.5 to Oklahoma State.
Sure. I like the under in that game, by the way. I just want to throw that out there.
Yeah. Okay. North Texas minus 11.5 to UAB. Yeah. North Texas probably going to hang like 50 on them.
I agree. I kind of like North Texas just straight up. So
yeah, straight up. So minus 11.5 to UAB. We love it. Marshall in a pick'em against Georgia State. Covered that earlier. Georgia State's bad. Give me Marshall to just win the game. UCF Texas Tech over 41.5.
Yeah. I also, by the way, I had UCF plus 24.
Okay. All right.
And I would take UCF plus 31, whatever. That's just a lot of points. Texas Tech played a huge game last week to BYU.
Yeah, right. They have. All right, let's mark that one down. Love it. The UCF plus the points and the tees. Next one I got NC State Miami over 48. I love that. Yeah. USC and a pick 'em against Iowa. Tease that thing down to even pick 'em. USC.
Yep.
Love it. Southern Miss plus 2.5 against Texas State at home. We're just going to cross the line.
Right, but not for it. Only gets to 2.5. If it got to 3, I'd be like, yes.
No, you're right. We're going to wait and see that thing gets to 3. Right, basically, I'm saying a pick 'em, but if it gets to 3, I'm for sure doing it.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, there we go. So we're on the same page. ULM plus 11.5 against South Bama at home. I like that.
Take the under.
Take the under. We love it. Tease the under down. Penn State, even in Michigan State, you don't like that. You think Michigan State's going to beat them?
I don't know if they're going to beat them, but if you're going to give me 7.5, I'm going to tease up to 14.5.
Okay, you're going to go the other way.
You can also tease it to Penn State. I don't think there's a loser in that bunch, right? I think Penn State wins, but I don't think they're going to win by a lot.
You probably thread the needle on that game. This is not giving away anything Big Six picks here, but I'll tease Georgia down to a pick 'em against Texas. It's a touchdown. Tease it down to a pick 'em. Give me Georgia at home against Texas. They kind of own them. And here's one under the radar for you guys that tag this on all your teaser parlays you're going to put together. Put this one at the end for a little cherry. Delaware -2.5 at Sam Houston. Give me that.
Yep. I like Delaware.
Love that one. Love that one. All right, that's all I got for the touchdown teasers this week, man. Grab a few of those, put some parlays together on that thing, try to get some plus money and bet on it. Now, Andy, before we get to these money line dogs, we got to touch on Akron really quickly. Buddy, they blew it for you. They're at 4 wins. They blew it in overtime last week to Kent State, which might have been their last chance. But on Tuesday, they have their final game. They don't play this weekend. They play on Tuesday.
Yeah.
They have their final game of the week, of the season. Final game of the season against Bowling Green, who has won 3 games this year. You need this win to cash that ticket, buddy. Right now, there's no odds on that game because it's next week.
Don't need the odds. I know who's going to win. Like, look, the boys are going to pull it off. Look, this is what dumb people do, is that they make it the hardest possible on themselves. So they were like, guess what? We're going to wait till the last game. We're going to have to win on the road at Bowling Green, and they're going to do it. Also, I'm probably going to hedge on Bowling Green, so it doesn't matter. I'm going to win it. I'm going to win that bet regardless.
Well, you'll break even, maybe.
Yeah. So if Akron wins, great. Bowling Green wins, great. Doesn't matter to me. I'm going to hedge that bet.
That's some chicken shit behavior. I need you to stand strong on this one and pull out the Akron game. And the triangle of badness, Akron might be the worst team here.
Right? I don't want to be on the wrong side. I mean, I've given Akron as much love as I can. Now I gotta tell the boys, pat them on the back, be like, you're on your own now, guys. I love you, but now I gotta look out for me.
Yeah, no, they're in the same boat as Michigan State now. All right, let's get to some money line dogs. Who you like this week? I'm going to throw a couple at you fast college football that I already gave to you guys. I know Troy is an 11-point dog to ODU. I'm going to take Troy on a money line dog bet. There's some good odds here. I think it might be close enough where a late score could give them a shocking win. Just keep it close, baby. Keep it close and see if I can score on that one. I'm going to take Troy over ODU. I'm also going to take ULM to beat South Bama at home. We already talked about Memphis. Me and you both love Memphis as a money line dog this week against ECU.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to stay in the Sun Belt here for another one. Coastal Carolina is catching points at Georgia Southern. Georgia Southern not good. Coastal Carolina still alive to play for the Sun Belt Championship. If they can win out, they'll play their final game of the season against James Madison and would need to beat them to get in. But still, they're alive right now, and they're not. Give me Coastal as a money line dog at Georgia Southern.
It's on mine. Coastal and Memphis are 2 of mine for sure.
Love it. And we're both on the same ones there. And the last one I have for the week in college football is one you already mentioned. I'm going to take Mississippi State to upset Missouri.
Yeah, no, they got it. It's a spot. It's a really good spot. Yes, for sure. I think Missouri wins, but boy, it would not shock me. It's going to be pretty close.
Yeah.
I'm going to take one more shot just for fun. I think it's going to be a loser, but
make it an even 6.
So I will go. I kind of want to go Baylor plus 245 against Utah because I just think Baylor can score with Utah.
Utah's hot right now, though.
Yeah, but Baylor can put up points, and that's the key to beating Utah. I'm not going to do it. What I am going to do is I'm going to take an even bigger swing, and I'm going to take the Pitt money line.
Okay, Pitt to upset Notre Dame. Why not?
It's kind of a classic Notre Dame spot where I think Notre Dame is one of the best 5 teams, 7 teams in football. They've put themselves in a corner. They're going to go on the road at Pitt. It's going to be a mess. Like, end of the day, final score is like 31-28 or something ridiculous. And I'll be like, how did I not be on Pitt money line?
Buddy, take that Pitt money line, which is huge. Put it with the Mississippi State money line, which is huge, and put it with that Troy money line, which is huge. And I'm going to bet you like $5 on that bad boy. I'll cash you like 80.
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, I think Notre Dame's really good. It's just one of those years where just somehow they missed the playoffs, and I won't understand how.
Yeah,
we're going to get Miami or some terrible team, and I'll be bad.
Yep. Well, that's it for the money line dogs.
Can I pet that dog?
No.
Can I pet that dog?
No.
Can I pet that dog?
No, he's
Can I
sleeping.
pet that dog?
Oh, yeah, baby. Let's pet that dog, man. Let's pet him. All right, let's jump onto the NFL here. I know we're getting close to the end of the hour here. Louis in my ear, but not a whole lot of games we like this weekend. I'm sure we can do this pretty rapid fire. I like the Dolphins tonight, -2.5 against the Commanders. I think Commanders are toast. Give me the Dolphins.
Jets.
Jets. Sorry. The Jets and the Pats tonight. Yeah, that's Thursday. Sorry, I got the
Yeah,
wrong
it's
game marked down here. I don't know. I don't know about this one. 13's too many for me. Not going to bet that.
I mean, yeah, it's pushing you to bet the Jets, in my opinion. But like, do you feel comfortable betting the Jets on the road?
No.
No. So it's probably a stay away.
Yeah.
It's probably like just enjoy. If you want to do a 10-point, throw it at the Pats in there and like. So to me, it's a Jets line though. They're trying to tell you to take the Jets.
I'm not going to be on that thing at all. Never mind that.
No.
Let's get to the game I did mean on Sunday. Give me the Dolphins laying 2.5 to the Commanders. Commanders are toast right now. Dolphins are too. Home game. Nobody's going to care. It's less than a field goal. Give me the Dolphins.
I like Commanders. It's not a home game. It's in like Spain. So it's like,
oh, well,
you're going to go to Spain and like Tua, like, I don't know. Like, and there's no way. I'm just not giving Tua. You're going to give Tua 3 points basically. Like, no
I saw the Commanders last week against the Lions. And Jesus, they just look terrible.
Yeah, but Lions are so much better than the
They
Dolphins.
are.
And the Dolphins are horrible, So I don't know. It's not for me. I like the Commanders. I like them at +3. It's not like I'm not dying to bet the game, but I like the Commanders.
Not dying to bet that thing at all. I'll listen. This is a do not bet for me. I'm supposed to be do not bet the Houston Texans here, but I'm going to take them if it's under a touchdown at the Tennessee Titans. I'm taking them.
Yeah, I think it depends on the quarterback. If it's Stroud, which I think it probably will be, then yeah. And if it's Mills, I'll probably still take the Texans, but I'd just rather have the money line than the 6.5.
I think the bigger quarterback question here is Cam Ward against that Texans defense. Like, I just don't see them putting points up. Like, I think Mills could win the game 10-7. I mean,
yeah, but that doesn't cover. That's
right.
Also, we don't know. Titans coming a week off a bye, and also their main defender Simons. Is he playing? Because if he's playing, it's going to be harder to run. And then Davis Mills is forced to throw. Then I'm more interested in the Titans at that point.
A little more interested at that point. Okay, something to consider. You guys.
I think it's a Sunday bet if you're going to bet on that game. Sunday bet. Yeah. Who's playing? Who's playing game?
Dabo gets fired. Giants are at the Packers. Packers need a win desperately. They're laying 7. You can get it at 6.5. You like this game?
It's in New York, by the way.
Yeah.
Look, I thought you said it was at the Packers.
Oh, I may have, but it's
it's in New York. Jameis, that's the thing. You don't know what's going to happen. I don't know it's trick or treat. I don't know. Jameis could be awesome. Jameis is going to have like 4 touchdowns and like 5 interceptions.
Yes.
It's going to be something crazy.
Yes.
So I'm probably just going to enjoy the Jameis experience here. I'm just going to watch it. Maybe I tease the Packers down to 1 and then just watch the rest.
Sure. I'm going to be on the Packers here. Parsons on JMO making him throw it quick. I'm just going to be like, I may play +3 INTs on JMO. Yeah. I might. Here's one that I love. I'll give you one I really do like this week. I like the Chargers laying 3 at Jacksonville.
I like the Jags, to be honest. I just think like this is the spot you have lost money 100 times on the Chargers. It's just it is. We just watched them on Sunday night beat the Steelers 25-10. Everybody saw it. They destroyed them. You're like, hey, the Chargers, they're back. You're like, no, this is the spot they lose. It's just a Jags line. It's like that. It's the only way to put the money on the game.
Well, that may be a head-to-head for us right there. That may be the head-to-head. We'll follow that line there. I think Chargers Jacksonville will be a head-to-head for us for sure. This next one's a tough one for me. Ravens laying 7.5 to the Browns. Like, you want to jump on that right away, but God, the Browns always play the Ravens tough. They seem to have Lamar Jackson's number. The hook, I don't think so.
It's not hard. You're playing the Browns. Like, don't overthink it. Best unit at home for the last 2 years has been the Browns. It's going to be windy and rainy. Which will take away the deep pass, which gives them an advantage. You cannot run on the Browns. Love the Browns this week. Love them. I love the Browns. I don't think they'll beat the Ravens, but all I'm asking is a touchdown or 2 out of the Browns. I think the Ravens win 2017, 23-17. Like, I love the Browns. Browns. It's not hard. Everyone knows what to do. Take the defensive team at home.
Yeah, you're probably not wrong. This is going to be a watch it to game time for me. If it's over a touchdown, I'm just going to stay away. If I can get the Ravens under a touchdown, I might jump on it. But I don't know. We're going to hang out on that one. Love the Lions +3.5 at Philly. Give it to me.
I like Philly. I think it's a Philly line. It definitely is a Philly line.
It's
2.5. by the way. Eagles
Down to 2.5 now. You see what I'm saying?
I just say, well, 3.5, sure. Everybody's taking the Lions.
Yeah.
You're going to give me. I just think, like, look, the one thing golf doesn't like is that pressure, and that D line for Philly got a lot better with those Phillips and the other guy that came out of retirement. Like, it's a little more functional.
Yeah, it is.
I just think Philly's, the NFC Super Bowl favorite or the second favorite if you like the Rams or Seahawks more. So I'm going to take it home under a field goal, like all day. You're going to get golf outside. Any decent defense, the Lions haven't played well, right? Like the Chiefs were the decent defense. They only scored 17. The Packers were okay on defense week 1. They only scored 17.
Yeah.
Every other team they've blown out has been bad defensively. So, and that is most of the teams they've been playing is bad defense.
And that's a fair enough point. But on the counterpoint to that, the teams that are going to give the Eagles a run for their money are teams that can score points. Because if you get the Eagles having to play from behind, not comfortable doing that. They like to get out in front and sit on the fucking ball. And if the Lions rack a couple of quick touchdowns, they're going to be in trouble.
Well, I'll head to head. You take Detroit. I'll take Philly.
Let's do it.
Philly at home.
I'll jump on that, man. You're gonna get me again, just baiting me, man. I might as well be a fish.
Philly's just the best. It's the best NFC team. Philly's reminds me of last year's Chiefs. It's just they want to drag into the mud. That's all they want to do.
All right, man. You're on the Eagles and the Jags. I'm gonna be on the Chargers and the Lions. Let's do it. Touchdown teasers. Let's run through them. Unless you got an NFL game I didn't touch that you like. I
like the Bucks. I'm going to throw this out there just for fun. I know we're getting crunched on time. Maybe find a line where Buffalo doesn't make the playoffs. Just look at it. See, it's like plus 700-800. Like, look at Buffalo's schedule. Buffalo can't throw the ball. Cannot. There's no wide receivers. And I just think they're very overrated. They're not very good. They're just not very good. They can play at home. But I like Tampa there. I like Arizona. And I like the Raiders. There you go.
You like the Raiders, huh?
Yes. Dallas, anytime Dallas has been a 3.5-point favorite or more, what have they won this year? 0 games? Lost to Carolina, lost to Arizona. It's like, give me the Raiders, baby.
That's a tough one, man. All right, let's jump through some touchdown teasers. Love it, hate it. Let's jump on it. Now, Bears, Vikes, not giving away my pick here, but on a teaser, you're going to be the Bears plus 10 at the Vikings.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll take that. Houston in a pick 'em against the Titans.
Yep.
Love it. Panthers plus 10.5 at Atlanta. Beat them 30-0 last time and always seem to find a way to beat the Falcons.
I put this on the record. I love the Falcons this weekend. Money line 3.5. I love them. I think it's coming. So
yeah, that's why I'm staying away from it on the regular. But give me Panthers plus 10. This is always a close game. I'm gonna live there.
You're on the right side, which is the 10. You get
the right side is the winning side. So
That's
hopefully we get there. Right. All right, Green Bay in a pick 'em against the Giants.
Yep.
Yeah, I love that. Bills Bucks plus 40.
Plus what?
Over 40. Right? Over 40.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Right. That's an easy one there. Ravens in a pick 'em against the Browns, even.
You know me. I like you gonna give me 14, 15 on the Browns.
Yeah, that's true. Andy's right. Let's flip that. Andy's right on that one. Lions and the Eagles over 39.
Yeah. Also, I would take the Lions at 9.5, 10, whatever.
Right,
it was up. I would definitely be on the Lions plus 10.
Yeah, definitely on the Lions plus 10. If I can get that, I'm going to be jumping on that for sure. All right, Matt, that's it on those. You got a couple of money line dogs you like in the NFL?
Absolutely. I'll give it to you right now. One is the Las Vegas Raiders. The Dallas. Here's this quickest thing. Dallas can't stop anyone in the middle. Do you know who lives in the middle for the Raiders? His name is Brock Bowers.
Brock Bowers.
He's going to have about 7,000 yards against the Cowboys. He's going to destroy them. And he makes a huge difference on that team. Genty's going to be good. Gino just going to throw it to Bowers.
Yep.
Give me the Raiders money line. Arizona money line. Look, this is the spot. Like it's the San Francisco defense has gotten progressively worse. They don't have anybody else to play. I know Marvin Harrison's out. Makes me kind of like the Cardinals even more. Give me
okay. All right. Okay.
Yeah, I think those are two. And if I was just, you wanted to have some fun, I think you have to bet like Detroit, Seattle. You have
Detroit,
to bet
Seattle.
You have to bet Tampa. I think those are just what you kind of have to do.
Yeah. Yep. I agree with
I
you. I was
can't
gonna
give
say.
those out. They're
I
not
was
out.
gonna say Lions and Seahawks for sure. Lions, Seahawks for sure. You
Oh,
know,
I gotta give you one more.
let's
Just
do
because
it.
we saw this game. The Bengals Steelers. Like, look, I think you should take the Bengals at 5.5, but more than importantly, I think you should take the over. Look, we
Bengals
saw-
Steelers over. Yeah, oh God,
It
yeah.
was 31-30, like 3 weeks ago. Like, I don't know what's changed. The Bengals had a week off. Like, I don't know. Yeah.
Bengals Steelers over. Yeah, I definitely like that. All right, guys. Hey, those are the picks this week. Tune in next week. You're going to see how many damn games we won. Let us know if you won some damn games and keep it moving, guys. It's all right, bet. And Louis, let's play the short one because we got stuff to do. Let's beat it. It's time for another episode of All Right Bet. That's it, man. We're going to win some money this weekend.
Ease it.
Let's do it. Hit the other rope.